Hey everybody, welcome back, and today we are going to be doing another What's New at the Drugstore video, and this time we are going to be talking about foundations. Now there are 4 that I've been trying out that they are a couple months old, but I've really been wanting to form a coherent, thoughtful opinion of them before I share them with you. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. So the first one is the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Talc-Free All-in-One ABC Cushion Foundation SPF 50 with the broad spectrum sunscreen. This is in the shade Light. This is $17 at the drugstore. This is my least favorite out of all of the foundations that I've tried. Again, the packaging is really cute. I like the skin benefits that you have. However, there's a lot of things working against this foundation in my opinion. First off, there's only 3 shades. Come on, Physicians Formula, that's just not cool. Second of all, you get 0.47 fluid ounces. That is less than half of what you normally get in a drugstore foundation, which is usually right around 1 fluid ounce. Secondly, this foundation is $17. So not only are you getting less than half of what you would normally get in a drugstore foundation, they're charging you, in some cases, twice as much. So it did come with a sponge, which I lost. It's just how I do. But this foundation is, again, it's in that really nice cushion foundation, or cushion format that I like just for convenience. And the color match is okay. It's not great on me. Would be as far as I'm concerned, what I was looking for was a light to medium foundation that would be great just for evening out the skin tone, adding some protection, and just kind of giving me a nice polished look without having to do a whole bunch. Which it would work in that respect if it weren't for the fact that it wears horribly on me. Now, because my skin is so dry, I can usually wear any foundation, I mean, dewy, matte, whatever, and it's gonna last a good 7 to 8 hours on me. This I can barely make 4 or 5 before it starts breaking down here and here and here and here and just everywhere. It's a big old mess. I'm just really disappointed in the foundation in that it wears so poorly on me. And on top of that, when you apply it to the skin, it almost goes on like a really heavy full coverage foundation, in the fact that a foundation this light should go on and just blend out easily and beautifully and just naturally into the skin. And I feel like this just clings and grabs and fights you almost. It fights against you when you're trying to blend this into the skin. So for the price, for the wear time, for the amount that you get, for the way it applies, and for the color range, this is just not a good product as far as I'm concerned. And there are some things that I'm going to be talking about from Physicians Formula that I absolutely love, but unfortunately this is not one of them. The second foundation I want to talk about is the Revlon Colorstay 2-in-1 Compact Makeup and Concealer. And I am a Revlon, Maybelline girl when it comes to foundations in the drugstore. I love them. They're some of my favorites, so I was really excited about this. But this is just an example of why I don't want to jump in and tell you about something until I've really tested it out. I am in the shade Ivory in this, so they do have a really nice color range as far as this is concerned, but you get your foundation and then you get your concealer, and they're separate, which is really nice. It does come with a sponge, which again I lost because it's how I do. But the foundation is really nice and creamy, and then you get a really heavy-duty full coverage concealer, and I really do like the consistency of both the foundation and the concealer. The foundation is a good skin match. The concealer is a little bit on the lighter, more yellow tone, which is perfect for me. It's what I gravitate towards under-eye concealers, and this is a thicker concealer, but I have used it underneath the eye on its own and in conjunction with other concealers. Once I set it, it's done really well for me. I can't complain about that. But I feel like I have a love-hate relationship with this product. I feel the first couple of times I wore it, I absolutely loved it. It's very full coverage. It went on great. It gave me a nice matte finish. The 3rd and 4th time I wore it, I just had problems with it. It looked too cakey. It just made my skin look really dry. And then the 5th and 6th time I wore it, I was like, okay, I kind of like it, but I don't hate it, but I don't love it. So I don't know. I think, and you know, I was really surprised too, because I was even applying it with my go-to cream foundation brush, which is the BRC S29 from Coastal Scents. This is a great brush for any kind of heavy-duty cream foundation, because it picks up just enough of the foundation to get a nice full coverage without building up too much because of the duo fibers. Plus it's really dense. It does a really good job of buffing it out. Anyway, this foundation brush just does not fail me when it comes to cream foundations, and these didn't mesh, which surprised me. I had more luck with a firmer beauty sponge. I tried it with the Real Techniques one and I did not like the coverage. I tried it with a more dense beauty sponge, one that looked like this, so a little bit firmer even when it's wet, and it worked a lot better. That's the best coverage that I got out of this. Now that's a lot of work to do for a foundation that's supposed to be more convenient and easy. So again, I don't love this product, but I don't hate this product, and I think I'm gonna have to give it another go during the summertime when I'm not so dry. But as of right now, I would say there are better foundations in the drugstore. I'd say go with the Maybelline Dream Smooth Mousse in a minute. It's such good coverage, it goes on beautifully, and it's just, you're not gonna have the problems as far as figuring out the formula to get this on your skin as you will with the Revlon. And I think I forgot to tell you, the Revlon's right around $16, so. The next foundation that I want to talk about is the Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. I love this foundation. It's what I'm wearing today. It is, I would say, medium to a very buildable medium to full coverage foundation. I feel like if you really pack it on there like I did today, you're going to get a nice full coverage. And this is just very intriguing for me because it is a hydrating soft matte, which I feel like that's exactly what it does. It gives me a nice natural matte finish without making my skin flat or dry. I still have kind of a natural glow coming through, and for somebody who has dry skin, that is so exciting. I love the L'Oreal Pro Infallible matte foundation, but that one just cakes up on me, and again, that's another foundation I really have to work with. This one I put on with a beauty sponge, and it just works. I absolutely love this foundation. I love the color range in it, and I love the price. It is right around $10, plus a little of this goes a very, very long way. A very long way. Less is more with this foundation because they call it a gel whipped foundation. So, I mean, it's just a little tiny bit. That is all you're gonna need. I put, kind of got way too much on my sponge today, which is why I did more of a full coverage application. But I mean, it just is so creamy, and it's just so blendable and buildable, and it's just, I mean, that's just, it keeps going. I mean, so very, very pigmented, great application, very user friendly. I like that it's in a squeezy tube. I mean, it's just awesome. Awesome foundation, one of my favorites. And then the last foundation that I'm going to talk about, I've already done a review on, which I will link down below, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it, but it's the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushon Buildable Luminous Foundation. It does everything it says it's going to do. It's luminous, it's buildable, it has an amazing color range. I'm into, I think I actually still have a sponge on this one, so you get a nice mirror. Again, you're going to open it up. Foundations in here, you're going to get more than in the Physicians formula. You get 0.51 ounces. Ooh, and I just dropped the sponge. So you get a little bit more in here. Again, very just gorgeous every day. If you are looking for a nice luminous dewy finish, this is going to be an amazing go-to foundation. It wears really well. I get about 7-8 hours of wear out of this. It is light medium to full medium coverage is how I would describe it. Absolutely beautiful, gorgeous foundation. Can't say enough about this foundation, and this one's $15. All right, everybody, so those are just some of my thoughts on these new foundations that have come out in the drugstore. Let me know if I've missed one or if there's one that you're loving right now. I'd love to hear what you guys think. But as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me and talking about makeup. I love you guys so much, and remember, love your flaws, because those are what make you you and what make you beautiful. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.